talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
On play action, Lance. His throw incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The Lance going to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start to drive with White, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Ramsey. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Ramsey looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Lance's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, man! Slide through.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Green. Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off Byron Jones. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Hey,
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that's a great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Now receiver in motion left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle in the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
ready.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And the first play will be a field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. The corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on first down is Lance. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ramsey. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Room here to run. And they work this out past the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play to force him to try and break through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Again, it's Lance. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, they'll run with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Ramsey. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating from the gun, Ramsey. This one taken in by Otten. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
97.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here.
And my goodness, oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On play action, Lance
sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ramsey. He finds his man complete. That's Palmer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Ramsey to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Okay, ready?
They'll look to throw again.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On 1st down, Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
No, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Sly able to put this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ramsey, he's going to go up top again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this.
He's got a man, complete, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate? And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Ramsey.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Red, yellow.
From midfield, here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
Now the ball comes loose, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
The Lance going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Hey, 3. Blaster, 6.
On second and goal.
Lance.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably